Hello, hello, hello. This is your message from the universe for September 11th, 2020. This is the rune Inguz. Inguz is the rune of new beginnings and of fertility. And it is kind of like the ending of a beginning cycle. It talks about finishing up something and then moving on to the next thing as you begin your journey. The interesting thing about this, first of all, every time the fertility rune comes up, I always get a little hiccup in my belly, even though I'm past the time of having babies and I'm single. For some reason, every time I pull that, I think pregnancy, pregnancy, pregnancy. So for some of you, that may be what's going on here. As I said in the TikTok reading, if you followed me here from TikTok, this is a split reading for the last several days. We've had these split readings where one meaning is very much connected to your romantic life and the other reading is very much connected to your own personal development, your business, your passion project, whatever it is that is going on in your world. So we're going to do the romantic one second. We're going to go ahead and jump into what is happening with your self-development and in your business journey, your journey towards your passion project. So we had many weeks of really being in a holding pattern with these cards, with these runes over and over and over again, until we finally get to a place that is the beginning. And that was just a few days ago. Yesterday, our reading was full of cups and the death card in the exact same position. And here we are again today in a reading that is full of cups with the death card in the same position. We are in our feelings. You are in your feelings a little bit about stuff. And this whole reading, the thing that I got the most when I started pulling these cards is the energy of comparison, the energy of expecting yourself to have immediate success or defining success as something that isn't even realistic. And like I said yesterday, we all watch these YouTube videos where people are like, oh, you want to sell your stickers? Here's 60 seconds. Boom, I'm a success. I sold 8,000 stickers. Now, for some people, that happens right overnight. For a lot of people, it takes time to build up your following. It takes time to build up your business, to build up your inventory. It takes time because it's a journey moving forward. And their journey is not going to be the same as yours. You cannot expect to start school in 8th grade and be able to do algebra and read the classics. You had to start at kindergarten and learn about the letters and the numbers and go through learning to add and subtract 1 + 1, 2 + 2. In this reading, this is what it is speaking about, is this comparison that we are doing between ourselves and others. It is dulling our journey. Now, the Sun card is always a positive card, whether it is upright or whether it is reversed. But when it's reversed, we have to really look at our expectations of happiness, of success, right? If you are walking around expecting that $1 million is going to fall down from the sky on you and it doesn't, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. Now, this is not to say that you shouldn't set your goals and have goals that are high or that you can't do anything you put your mind to, but we're not meant to do everything. Everyone who goes on American Idol thinks that they're an amazing singer. Are they? Not everyone who goes on American Idol is an amazing singer. And even the ones that are amazing singers aren't meant to go through because American Idol is not their path. And they might find their success somewhere else. That doesn't mean that they shouldn't have tried out in the first place, because trying out for American Idol and getting rejected was part of the journey that they had to go on to discover themselves. And that, at its core, is what we are here for, is discovering ourselves. It's not about the business you start. It's not about the person you're with. It's not about the money that you make. It's about your connection with you and with the divine energy within you, and how you enjoy and be present in this human adventure. So in this reading, it's really talking about how you have these expectations set so high. You have these expectations of looking at what other people do and how they are creating so much positivity, and you're second guessing yourself. You're thinking, well, that didn't happen to me, and I launched my business and I only sold 2 stickers, so why am I not as successful as they are? Was this even the right thing to do? Maybe I should just quit. Those are the thoughts that need to go bye-bye. Those are the thoughts that need to die. Question yourself, yes. But question if what you are doing is in alignment with your purpose. If selling stickers to make people smile is in your purpose, if that is really what you want to do, then you keep going, because selling 2 is amazing. You made 2 people happy, like really happy, and they're going to look at that sticker you made every single day. But if you started making stickers because you saw someone on the internet do it and make a lot of money, and you want to make a lot of money, those are the things that you have to be rethinking. Those are the motivations that you have to be rethinking. Because even though, yes, our world spins on money, it's not about money. And getting in your feelings about the whole situation is a way for you to self-sabotage. So you set yourself up for failure by picking something that's not in alignment with your soul, by picking something that's not in alignment with what you really want to do. Now this Strength card, you can see the little kitty cat is smushing this little mouse stuffy down here. We think sometimes that this Strength card means pushing through even when things are horrible. It means standing up and sometimes being mean, sometimes being forceful with things. It takes just as much strength to be silent. It takes just as much strength to stand in something as you are still growing it. To stay in a space where you feel uncomfortable. That takes strength too. That takes strength too. Mastering your emotions. Now, is any of us a master? Not really. But recognizing that you don't have to react to everything that happens, that other things that happen you don't have to take personally, especially when they come to people not buying things from you or people treating you a particular way. You don't have to take everything personally. You don't. You can just allow other people to have their emotions, and you don't have to say a word. That's strength. Do not compare yourself to others. Do not compare your journey to others. Do not compare what you think success should be. Always be looking with an unbiased eye, an objective eye at your purpose, at your process, at who you are in the process, how you are reacting to things, and how you feel about all of it. Not the insecurities that come up, but does it give you joy? Does it give you joy to create something? Does it give you joy to be changing, to be transforming yourself? Do you recognize the long-term connection, the long-term goal of spiritual integration in everything that you do? So let's jump over real quick to the relationship bit, because I got super clearly, we were talking yesterday about trying to make something fit that doesn't fit, right? So new beginnings also mean the ending of something else. You can't have new beginnings without something else ending. And we have talked about this on the readings in the past, that sometimes we have a vision of our life. We have a vision of what we think that life should look like, okay? And if we're going to do this in a romantic way, we might see ourselves in a house with a partner and 2.5 kids and a white picket fence. And maybe you're with someone right now, and you are doing everything you can to force that partnership that you're in now into that box of the goal, of the picture that you see in your head. And they are not fitting, and you are not connecting the way that you think that you should be connecting. It's very important for you to take a close look at, number 1, your vision, and number 2, the person you're with. Now, it could be that you are creating an unrealistic vision for you and that person, because maybe that person doesn't see the future the way that you do. And maybe your vision is based on some sort of lack that you feel in yourself, and not necessarily based on the connection that you're feeling with the partner that you're with right now. Because if that is the partner that you're with, it's not to say you should sacrifice your vision, but you have to look very closely at what is it that you actually want. What is your vision based on? And is your partner the right one? Maybe your vision is right, but the partner is wrong. Maybe the partner is right, but the vision is wrong. And really, is there a wrong or is there a right? Because it's all your own perception. It's all you creating these expectations. It's all you trying to shape what the universe is going to give you, when really the universe is, while it is completely shapeable by us, it is not the slightest bit shapeable by us. And I know that that is confusing for some. There is a duality to the universe. We are everything and we are nothing. Everything is right and everything is wrong. I am you, you are me. It's a complete duality that connects with just our perspective of how we look at something. So when we come into a new beginning, it seems like something exciting, but what this really is, it is exciting, but a beginning implies a ending for something else. Completing a new beginning implies that the way that things are is going to end, is going to change. And according to what these cards say, you have your eye on this celebration, this beautiful thing of all of this, la-di-da, perfect vision happening, but that's not what you're actually seeing in real life, and you keep rethinking that you're doing something wrong. You have regret about the way that you are acting, and maybe you are the one who is doing something wrong. Only you know. But in this, it is time for you to really honor your place of joy, to honor your place of connection, to be present in where you are rather than pushing ahead to what is coming. And not only to be honoring where you are, but to be recognizing if what your vision is, does it actually connect to your core, to who you are, to your purpose. And I know that I said this was a romantic reading, but that has to do with your partner too. Because sometimes the partners that we're with right now, we're with because of the emotional baggage that we carry. Because we're supposed to be learning something from them. And rather than learn our lesson and move on, we often hold on. We often hold on because we think, if I can succeed in this and I can change them and I can make things be the way we want or whatever it is, then we can move forward together. And that's not always the case. Sometimes to move forward in your happiness, things as they are have to end and a new beginning has to happen. And it doesn't necessarily mean that the partner itself has to be discarded or left. Sometimes it's the way that you see them that has to end. Sometimes it's the way that you view the relationship that has to end. Sometimes it's the way that you are moving through this relationship and your expectations of your partner to make you happy has to end. Because it's not up to your partner to make you happy. You need to be happy within yourself. Recognize the spaces where you are comparing your relationship. Recognize the spaces where you are comparing your relationship to the perfect vision that you have, or to the people you see on TV, or to your parents, or to, that perfect couple that lives down the street, or to your friends. And accept yourself as you are, and look very clearly at your partner to see where things fit in. I know that it's a little bit confusing, and I know that it is a journey, but each one of you is going to listen to what I said and interpret it differently, because that's just how this works. The universe brings you the message that you need to hear when you need to hear it. You are beloved. You matter. You are loved.